Good morning, Infinity. Welcome to Yoga Sunday. I have got some practitioners in the house with me today. My name is Jeff Obafemi Carr, also known as Rev Jeff, as you see by the title on the screen that Kai is putting up for me right now. We are here for Yoga Sunday, and as you see, we're also certified and registered as yoga instructors here too. So we've got this spiritual energy going today. We also have this physical energy going today. Most importantly, today we're putting it all together from the external to the internal. We have an 8-pose practice. 8 poses like infinity on the side. So wherever you are, we want you to get your mat ready so that you can practice with us. We've got 8 poses. It's only 8 poses. Somebody say only 8 poses. Only 8 poses. That pretends so much more. There's so much that we can unpack in 8 simple poses. It's going to be an iconic day for iconic asana, the poses of yoga, the physical part of yoga. We're also putting that all together because we know that Yoga Sunday is about mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Infinity, y'all. If this is your first time at Yoga Sunday, you did not land here on accident. If you tuned in for regular service and you said, wait a minute, I forgot it was Yoga Sunday, do not change the channel, do not turn anything. Take it as the sign from the God of your acceptance and understanding that you are to start your day energizing your body, aligning your mind, feeding your spirit. This is how we do it at Infinity Fellowship. In just a few moments, after some announcement slides, we're going to kick off services with the opening of the way, a brief meditation, a brief affirmative prayer, and of course, the pouring of libations to recognize the ancestors, those whose shoulders we stand upon. No matter whether you're Christian, Muslim, Jew, agnostic, Ifa worshiper, whatever you might be, no titles, you are at home at Infinity. If you're here for the first time, let us know something that you're grateful for. We've got a visitor form that will appear on the screen for you as well. We want to let you know that you have found your way home to the space where people who are spiritual, but not necessarily religious, find community. You don't have to do it by yourself anymore. Infinity is a wonderful space. Check us out at myif.org. That's myif.org when you get a chance. And in this moment, go ahead and finish your coffee, finish your tea, get your bottle of water, get you a towel, get you a block, get you a book. You can use a book today for yoga. And just clear a space on the floor and say, I am going to do this today. I'm going to try my best. We know there's no such thing as a try. I'm going to do my best to participate and to learn more about my body and to put it all together. That's what we're here to do. We'll see you in just a couple of minutes. Welcome to Infinity, y'all. Welcome home. Good morning, Infinity. Good morning. I want to welcome you to today's Sunday service. It is time for us to open the way for infinity, and it's a beautiful moment of confirmation and affirmation and alignment for us. I invite you into only a brief meditation because today is about moving meditation. So the entire service is going to be very meditative, especially when we get on these mats, which we will do in just a few moments. We want to make sure that we go into this energy with an energy of goodness and alignment. So I'm going to invite you to begin to notice your breath as it is entering and exiting your body. And to assist you in noticing simply the breath, I invite you to close your eyes. And as our eyes are closed, we can now focus on the sensation of the breath itself. This beautiful cosmic dance that we engage in automatically, autonomously, without needing to think about it, is the gift that allows us to know that we are on this side of what we perceive to be life. And as we breathe in the things that give us life and love, that give us sustenance. Whether they are thoughts, whether they are people, whether they are places, whether they are experiences, whether they are ideas, we breathe them in. On the exhale, we release those things that no longer serve us. Judgment, self-defeating thoughts, self-sabotaging behaviors, negative self-talk, fixation on lack instead of surplus, all exit on the exhale. Continuing to breathe something like this. Recognizing, confirming, and affirming in this brief moment of stillness that all is working in our favor. That at any moment, we are gifted with the ability to simply sit still, close our eyes, breathe in that which we need, and breathe out that which we no longer need. Moving into the space of divine awareness and consciousness, we bow our heads and assume our prayer posture, focusing now on the God of your acceptance and understanding. Focusing on that culture, on that ethnicity, on that name, on that nomenclature. Or if it is expansive beyond that, focusing on that light and that energy as we now pour our own energy back into that energy for realignment, for the things that we desire to manifest. Divine source, eternal God, cosmic consciousness, Mother, Father, all of this divine energy, we speak to you directly right now. And I am so pleased that I get the opportunity to speak on behalf of everyone who is under the sound of my voice to say thank you for bringing us to this moment right now. Thank you for the fact that we laid our heads down somewhere last night and awakened this morning with an opportunity to do it all again. Thank you for the gift of life that is in our bodies right now. Thank you for the gift of awareness and consciousness that is in our minds right now. Thank you for the ability to comprehend the words that are coming from my mouth right now. Thank you for the ability to hear the sounds in the atmosphere. Thank you for the gift of taste and touch and smell. Thank you for these senses. And as we embrace these senses, we embrace the spiritual sense to be in alignment in gratitude this morning. Thank you for those who did not rise on this side of living and rejoined you in the cosmic heavenly consciousness. Thank you for the memories that we hold of them. Thank you for the gift of community that surrounds those who mourn during times like these. And in this moment of awareness and consciousness from a divine space, we send and speak healing out into the world right now. To those who have requested something in prayer this week through Infinity, we request that you have it done right now, that they know that it is done right now, that the things that they desire, they are done in the right now, that we speak and proclaim them done in this moment. That healing goes to the families that are hurting out there, to the Isabel family out there. In the transition of Brother Jamie and the beautiful experience that we had at his homegoing, to all of the people who are affected by him, let this energy go to his family to know that all is well in his transition. To the family of Brother Alton Stone Jr., we had the opportunity to celebrate and laugh with yesterday. May their hearts be lifted in knowing that he touched many people from childhood all the way through transition, which we perceive to be early. To the McKissick family and the passing of their elder and matriarch, Mama Leatrice McKissick, to this historic family that built America from right here in Nashville, Tennessee. May they know that in the buildings that they built, in the campuses that they designed, in all of the energy of entrepreneurship that they put into the world, that they continue to inspire another generation. To the Huddleston family, this energy goes to Brother Charlie and his recovery. We speak complete recovery. We speak protection on the children. We speak love and commitment and community coming around right now, that we have this opportunity to demonstrate what love is through our actions. To those who have gathered here in this space and online to move today, we speak strength to their bodies. We speak the modifications that they need to keep going through while doing no harm. And so finally in this moment today, we proclaim that all is working for our good this week, that new doors are opening up for people, that new ideas are being birthed into the world, and all of these things come through the recognition that the external moves into the internal. And in this internal moment, we say thank you. We proclaim these things with power. We know them to be true, and so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom, namaste, ashe. It is done, and so it is. We invite you to prepare your hearts and minds for the pouring of libations. This is when we recognize those who have gone before. If there was something that you needed, that you wanted to request, put it in the chat and know that it is done in our vibrational frequency today. Drop it in the chat. If you need us to put an affirmative prayer for something there, we're going to put that not just in our consciousness, but in our bodies today to manifest. Ashe. Let us prepare for that pouring of libations. As we pour our water today, we pour this water because it represents the living. We pour into the earth. It represents what happens to this earth suit when we can no longer wear it. We recognize that absence in the body means presence with divine source. The Lakota people use the term mitakuye-osin, all my relations. When we walk in the room, we are never going by ourselves. We are always going with a whole bunch of people. I love that thought. I had a couple of opportunities to go into some spaces where I didn't have a team with me this week, But oh, my team was with me all the way. And she said, you're really in a good mood. And I was like, that's because me, my granddaddy, my grandmamas, everybody else is with me, and y'all are outnumbered, and it's okay. And I'm with it. We're gonna go easy on you because it's the preseason right now. When you go with your ancestors, you ain't even got to play your starters. You know, you could just test out how you're moving through the world and get to see what the world is going to do to respond. But we go in with that secret understanding, that sacred understanding, that we go in with all of our folks surrounding us, especially when we pause to recognize them. We use the word ashe, which is a Yoruba word. It means and so it is a proclamation of power, but it also is a proclamation of divine essence, of everything that is. So when we say it, we don't say it just because it's cool. We say it because it is an utterance, an affirmation of our power. So when we pour, we say, cool water, freshen our spirits, ashe. Freshen and consecrate this space for spiritual work, ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors all together, ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and all creation, ashe. Do grant to us peace and prosperity in this remembrance, ashe. To the four cardinal directions to the north that reminds us to be a yes today on this mat. Y'all, we're going to be a yes today. When your body is telling you not necessarily no, but are you sure you want to do this? We say yes. Our soul says yes, ashe. Moving around the direction of the Lakota medicine wheel, we go to the east, the rising of the sun. Today is a brand new day. So we don't drag anything from yesterday, not even anything from this morning, not anything from the traffic that you face getting here. We don't drag anything into the right now. Right now, we celebrate being here, and we are grateful. Ashe. To the energy of the South and the recognition of who we are and whose we are. When we recognize this, we are bold and we are confident, and yet we are not arrogant. Not arrogant to think that we know more than anyone else. Confidence and grounding in who you are and whose you are gives you the strength to walk through this world as who you are, a being of love, ashe. To the energy of the West, the going down of the sun opens the way for the moon and the stars to provide us light in the darkness. If you ever just find a still place, even when it's dark, you can always find the light, ashe. From there to the fifth direction of the ground below us, the understanding that when we are rooted in ritual and traditions that bring us together, those roots pull us deep into the ground so that even as we bend in the storm, we do not break. Ashe. To the sky above us, this place of our no thing, the place where something and anything emerges from, may you in this remembrance moment recognize that as long as there is empty space, there is a blank landscape. And as long as there is a blank landscape, it is a blank canvas. And we get to paint the purpose that we are born here to paint, ashe. Finally, to the seventh direction, the place that brings it all together, the place in yoga that we call the Anahata chakra, that is the center of the heart. It is the space of Ma'at. May your heart always balance with the feather of truth, justice, righteousness, and reciprocity in all things, ashe. From this moment, we want to recognize the ancestors. If you have some people in your family that are coming to your consciousness that you want to recognize, we invite you to call their names aloud. We invite you to pour out some water from home. If you do that, we invite you to type a name into the chat. Go ahead and be active in the chat, y'all. Give us something that you're already grateful for, because that allows us to show the world that we are all together in community today on our Infinite Life stream. We pour, as we are thinking of those names, to our business executive and family man, graduate of Tennessee State University, one of the big brother guys who was there when I was there, always wearing his suits and talking about how we were going to make him the governor, and he was just a great guy, made you laugh like nuts everywhere. I had an opportunity to be in a show with him in theater in Tennessee State University, and to see his beautiful family, his kids, transition way too soon. Really did some great things. If you are out there in the world, if you've ever had specialty gear, you may have gotten it locally from Dalmatian Creative Agency, which was one of his major businesses. And if you travel through the airport, If you stop at the shop that has Nashville clothing called Nashville Threads, that is he and his wife's Karen's business. So we send energy to the Isabel family for love for the transition of brother Jamie Isabel, 61 years old. Ashe. We also send energy to a family that has been very supportive of my family. Also from out South Nashville, they call themselves the Bradford side. And we won't get into the divisions of South Nashville and the Edge Hill versus Sevier Park versus 8th Avenue versus Bradford versus Sunnyside. And then how they all come together when somebody says, I'm from out South, and you realize they're from Napier, and that's the other part of South to us. So, all of that energy was present yesterday. But to the Stone family, Sister Angie and everybody, the kids, we send this love for the transition of Brother Alton Stone Jr., Ashe, 56, my goodness. And finally, in this energy of remembrance, I just want to say, it's hard for me to hold it back up here because, Alicia, I just want to say, oh, ain't got no money. I just want to do that because over the weekend we had a transition of a brother who many of you think is named Eddie Kane. And don't nobody want to hang with Eddie Kane. But the lead actor in the Great Five Heartbeats movie who really cemented this whole character of Eddie Kane as a real person, transitioned at 70 years old, the brilliant actor and definitely someone who has affected people for generations to come, Brother Michael Wright, Ashe. Ashe, transition on, man. Doug, let's do it like we did in the tunnel. Come on. I was like, I love that. It's like, you go watch the movie if you hadn't seen it, you'll love it. And of course, to the matriarch of the McKissick family, for those who did not know, McKissick and McKissick architects who have been building for 60, 70 years or more, probably 100 years in Nashville and around the world. If you have been on a campus at an HBCU, there's a high probability that one of those buildings was designed by the McKissick architectural firm. They have built and rebuilt campuses around the world, commercial buildings, design concepts that are brand new. And they've done it for a long time. And the original matriarch, Sister Leatrice McKissick, she and her husband, the McKissick brothers, their legacy continues to live. One of the books that is out on the market now that came out, I think, last year was the story of the McKissicks, and it's called The Black Family Who Built America. And it's a beautiful legacy. All of these strong women, especially who took on the next generation, and now have 3 generations of creating and building. So to Mother Leatrice Buchanan McKissick, who transitioned this week as well, Ashe. In this moment, I invite you to call aloud the names of those you want to recognize as we pour our next few pours of water. And finally, for the children in the world, the womb, and yet unborn, we say together, Ashe, 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 oh, it is done. It is time for us to now that this energy is moving and flowing, we want to say good morning to you, but we also want to recognize our visitors first. So as we get to a place of remembrance, as we get to a space of understanding and acceptance, look on that screen. You have a visitor slide, first-time visitors. Go on and click that QR code. Or you also have a link that is going to appear in the chat, because we love to drop you a note today to say, welcome into this place. You may have stumbled here in your mind by accident, but we know the Spirit does not make accidents. For those who practice the ancient tradition of the Odu of Ifa, they say in Ifa, which translates as wisdom, there are no accidents. That means that you are here for a reason and for a purpose. So if you came here, you might as well let us know you're here. So if you're in the chat, you can say first time in the chat. You can also go to the link and fill out that visitor's form, or you can hold up your phone and hit the scan me. This gives us a chance to get a little bit of information about you and then to begin to connect you to infinity. We'll let you know what's going on. We don't over spam you. We just love to send you a note to say you are welcome. And then first Sundays, oh, what a time. That's when we gather in person. Right now, we are on the Infinite live stream. So I'll give you a second to go ahead and let us know that you're here. In a moment, just a few moments, you won't be able to say anything because you're going to be on a yoga mat. So if you like what you're hearing, if you like what you're feeling, if you enjoy meditation, if you enjoy movement, if you enjoy yoga on fourth Sundays, if you enjoy being around a lot of cool people, then you have made it to what you have been looking for. Good morning again, Infinity. My name is Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr, and in this sacred space, I go by Rev Jeff. This is where people make a very important move in their life. It is a quantum leap from simply practicing doctrinal religion to expansive spiritual practice. So if you found yourself in that category of someone who is spiritual, not necessarily religious, and when you moved away from religious spaces, you lost your community, you have now found it. Visitors, we see you for who, what, where, when, and why you are. First and foremost, the overarching thing is that you are not a human being who showed up to have a spiritual experience today. It is the other way around. You are a spirit who is navigating the human experience. And I love to look at it that way because that gives us an opportunity to truly connect soul to soul, spirit to spirit, divinity to divinity. What we say in yoga, namaste. So from this place, we like to send you a greeting if you're a first timer, and if not, you're an old timer or a seasoned timer at Infinity. There's no way that you can pass this opportunity up to remind each other. So if you're in the space, turn to somebody, hold your hands up. And if you're here online, just know that as we stretch our hands to you, people all over the world are giving you this welcome. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Repeat after me. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You're a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me, where I can let you know, if nobody else will, that you are not alone. I'm with you, we're with you, and you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, my friend. You're so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, to stretch your body, to breathe, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? I know the real you, and I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you're shining today. So welcome to Infinity. Welcome home. Asheo. We're going to prep our hearts and minds to say good morning to one another today, and we're going to say it in a powerful way. I'm going to put this slide up so that you can know. Here's how we want you to participate. We want you to say, my name is, and I am grateful for. We want to see you live in this chat, lighting it up, letting us know that you are grateful for one thing. You could have just got up this morning. You could have stubbed your toe and had a bandage in the cabinet instead of having to go to the doctor. Look at that speaking into existence, God. Look at the power of proclamation. You have in your mind the ability to say thank you for balance and safety right now. You have all of this. What are you grateful for? As you are grateful for it, I want you to list it, and we're going to say good morning to you. We're going to put this in the chat, and it's going to be beautiful. So I want you all to sing along with us. Good morning to you. And as your gratitude comes in, we want to pump that up on the screen. So we're going to go to Sister Akua Taylor. She's going to bring us good morning to you, and we're going to sing, and we're going to love this together. Feel free to sing along. Ashe, and so it is.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. A good morning.
Oh, that gratitude is coming in. Come on, y'all. Yeah. Sister Destiny's in there. Good gratitude day, Infinity family. Good gratitude, y'all. Come on. That's the West Coast. Sister Yoda, yeah. Great Yoga Sunday, Infinity Fellowship. Oh, y'all are ready to practice. I see you. I feel you. Greetings, family. That's Sister Iris. We see you. Tyrell, keeping my brother and family lifted as we are. We are lifting up with you, brother. Sister Iris says, I'm grateful for Donald Lee, Charles Lee, Augusta Lee. Look at all those ancestors coming in. Y'all listen to that gratitude. Come on, y'all, join the gratitude chain.
A good morning to you.
Oh, yeah.
A good morning.
Look at Sister Dr. Tiffany. Good morning. Grateful I was able to get a walk in before work. Come on now, legs. Come on, limbs. Sister Christy is grateful for the breath of life and a loving husband for 20 years. Come on, 20 years. Good morning to you. Iris is grateful for connections in ancestral spirits. Woo! Yes. Good morning, gratitude. Good morning, gratitude. Good morning, energy of gratitude in the place today. Thank you, Sister Akua, for that wonderful energy. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the light. Thank you for the capturing of that smile. Thank you for everything that is there. You all, let's take this gratitude energy. Keep putting it in the chat. You got just a few minutes before we can't put anything in the chat because you're going to be like one of these 8 poses only. 8 poses, 8 iconic poses coming up. We're taking this gratitude energy right now and we're pouring it in to pouring back into the space that provides us with our spiritual food. It is time for giving back to infinity, our offertory period. Woo, woo, woo. And we celebrated infinity because it is a blessing to be able to give. It is a blessing to be able to give back. This is how we are here. This is how we sustain. And sure, there are tangible things like these beautiful lights and this wonderful microphone and these wonderful upgraded cameras that we are able to put in place so that we can have this broadcast of this wonderful community going all over the world. Those are the tangible things. The reality is we give because we focus our energy around being givers. The frequency of giving. If you have been experiencing lack in your life, Trust this, the universe only knows how to match you at your frequency vibration. It only knows how to match you at your point of expression. So if in your mind you say, you know what, I just don't have it, I just don't have it, the universe will look at you squarely in your spiritual eye and say, you're absolutely right. You don't have it. So and you don't want it. So I'm going to give you an abundance if you don't have it, because that's your vibrational frequency. But when you say, I have all that I need, all my needs are met, things are working in my favor, I live and walk in abundance, the universe pays attention and says, yes, you do. And because of that frequency, that's what I am. That's what God is. That's what the universe is. That's what the ancestors are. They are saying, hey, I give to the giving frequency, but you don't give to the sinking frequency. So if you've been making that transition, welcome to the space where you make that transition from walking in a fear spirit to walking in a spirit of abundance. So welcome. You made it home. You made it to a bunch of other people who are operating in that same frequency. So as you prepare your heart to give, as you prepare your mind, your spirit to give, as you prepare your essence to give, and as you prepare your devices to give, you can give via Cash App. You can also give via PayPal, both locally and internationally. And you can also give via mail. Shout out to everyone who sends in. I've got some elders out there in the community in Florida and also North Carolina. There are places where they're like, I don't trust this stuff. And we got secure giving lines, but they say, I like to sit down and write a check. And it comes to our address is 641 West Nocturne Drive. And then it goes into the wonderful works that you see for Infinity. So I love it that we still got people doing it traditional and electronic. So that means two things. That means that it is a blessing to give, and it means there's no excuse to not give. How about that? Isn't God good? Won't he do it? Won't she do it? I love it. So let's prepare our hearts and minds right now for our giving. We know that we give from a place of knowing that everything is good. Everything is good. I got it. I got it. I got it good. So let us turn to our offertory affirmation, because we never want to just toss it out. We want to give with intention. So take a deep breath in and out. Center your heart and mind, as this is a part of Sunday worship and service. That the giving part is when we get to participate. And as we participate, we do so with a concentrated energy of love and abundance, so that our frequency vibration is all right. So whatever your heart is moved to give in this moment, to pour back into this space, let us say together with that energy our giving affirmation. Oh, limitless, abundant creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken, and so it is. Everybody say that part with me. Everything is good. Everything is good. I got it. I got it. I got it good. All right, we're going to play this song for you and let you listen as we give. Come on, let's do it. Hey.
Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. And I got it. I got it. Oh, I got it good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. And I got it. I got it. Oh, I got it good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. And I got it. I got it. Oh, I got it good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. And I got it. I got it. Oh, I Everything is good. Everything is good. And I got it. I got it. Oh, I got it good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. And I got it. I got it. Oh, I got it good. I got it. I got it. Oh, I got it good. I got it. I got it. Oh, I got it good.
Hey, we got it good. Got it good, y'all. Oh, we got it great. We got it wonderful. We got it good. I want to send a shout out to Sister Akua Taylor and our Infinite Life Streamer team because they have made it so that we get an opportunity to experience the fullness of infinity even when we are virtually here. So when we are virtually in the space, we have an opportunity to continue to grow and to continue to show up and to continue to see the good things that the universe has for us. So I invite you in this moment to move to your mat. Here's the key. I shouldn't be seeing a lot of texting right now because our texting, our devices are going down. You've cleared your space. This is yoga that we can have. It's only 8 poses, but it's iconic. I want to let you know that there's no pain in yoga. Everybody say no pain in yoga. Okay, so yoga is not about pain. It's about breathing. See, Lady Kanitha's already feeling it. She must have had some coffee too. You haven't had it yet? Oh, your body is ready then. Oh, we all ready, y'all. So we're going to have this. As she started singing, no pain, no gain. And that's true. So we want to go that hard route. We can go hard. But literally, yoga is for everyone. We will have some modifications to these 8 poses. This is a practice that is not long, but it is a practice that is strong because we are focusing this energy around the concept of Iyengar yoga. Iyengar, a tree in the lineage of, a limb in the lineage, rather, of Krishnamacharya, the great yoga teacher. This understanding that things move from the external to the internal, and that we find the balance and profundity in exactly that kind of movement. As we set the tone for today, we now know that there are modifications. If you want to get a book, we have blocks here. If you've got a block at home, if you have a strap, you have a towel, go ahead and pull that close to the place where you're practicing. Even if you're practicing in a chair today, these can all be modified in the chair. So whatever your fitness level is, you can take the pose to the maximum expression, or you can pull up short to listen to your body. Again, the focus is listening to your body. Everybody say, listen to your body. Listen to your body. With that understanding, I want to turn your attention to the screen for today's meditation, which definitely comes to us from the teacher of the philosophy and style of yoga that we're having today, and that is BKS Iyengar. And Iyengar teaches us in this moment, if we pay attention to that, as animals, we walk the earth. As bearers of divine essence, we are among the stars. As human beings, we are caught in the middle, seeking to reconcile the paradox of how to make our way upon earth while striving for something more permanent and more profound. Something more permanent and more profound. Something more permanent and more profound. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. As we come into this understanding of yoga today, we want to make sure that we embrace this understanding that yoga, according to Iyengar, is an expression that moves from external to internal. So as we are seated here, I'm grateful that we got Lady Kenitha to my right, your left. We got Sister Dr. Courtney to my left, your right. And of course, Sister Alicia to my left, your right as well. And of course, the crew here on screen. We have joining us the Linsleys from down south, Warner Robins, Georgia. And of course, you as well. So as we bring people into the stream of consciousness and the infinite life stream, we see everybody stretching. We're going to ask you to just come to the floor, come to a seated position of comfort. We're going to begin this energy today by sitting up and opening the chest, placing our hands at heart center. And as our hands are at heart center, we want to close the eyes gently and allow ourselves to notice the breath. And as you are noticing this breath, we want you to set your intention for today's practice. Today's practice in body will answer that question, how do we seek that which is more permanent and more profound? The 8 asana poses that we do, strength for them. Discovering from the external, whatever it may be. As that intention is set, we invite you to open the eyes, release those hands, and then find your way as gently as you can to a standing position near the front of your mat. As we come to the front of our mats or near the front of our mats, we invite us to now begin to remember that which I was speaking of earlier. External to internal. Everybody say external to internal. From outside in. So everything we do today, y'all, is focused on looking at the external. This is the external. This is the body. Go ahead and tap your body. Just beat it up a little bit. Just get the blood flow going wherever it is. This is going to be your external stimuli. This is what you're feeling now. This is what you're hearing from your body. This is how you're resuming things and absorbing things in a tactile sense. And yet, the question always will be in the mind, what am I learning for the body or from the body that is translating into something internal? So the way that we move through these iconic asana poses, the way we move through is with this understanding that I am learning something right now about that which is internal. So the first pose that we have today, that we'll be in for about 4 minutes or so, I'm going to set my timer to make sure this practice moves and moves beautifully, as it always does, in alignment. We're going to make sure that we are standing in a confident position. So come to your comfortable position on your mat with your feet together or hips distance apart, whichever gives you the most stability. For the first pose is Tadasana. And people sleep on Tadasana. Because if you lie down and it's Shavasana, it's the same position, so you think about sleeping, but let us not sleep on Tadasana. Let us explore the external energy that Tadasana brings us. And to do so, we just look down at our feet. And we make sure that our toes are not pointed outward or inward, but they are directly in line. Our feet are in line parallel with the edges of the mat so that our toes are pointing at 12 o'clock, true north. And from this moment of alignment, we now lift our toes and spread them as we drive the 4 corners of our feet into the mat. And then lay those toes down, pressing them into the ground, below the mat, into the earth, just like the mountain. Inhaling and exhaling. And now let us study mountain pose. Let us study the internal. The grounding that comes from the feet being active. Traveling up our legs. Lifting our knees. How? By tightening the quads. Feeling the energy in your thighs and your hamstrings. Now that the feet are planting, turning those thighs, those shins inward toward each other. Now we feel more activation. And yet, our heels, our balls of our feet are driven so deeply into the earth that there is no movement. But now the lower part of our body is activated. Breathing in, breathing out. And now noticing our pelvis, activating the hips, activating the glutes, lifting up the belly, moving the navel toward the back of the spine, engaging the abdomen and yet breathing. Lifting the chest without closing it by rolling the shoulders back and releasing them down, feeling the skin on the back of your shoulder blades distend toward the floor. Opening the chest without tightening it. Activating the arms by activating the fingers and shooting the energy on the fingers by spreading them toward the floor. The external consciousness now awake within us, checking now in your body to see where there is activation, which is tension, which is good, or there is stress and pain. Breathing in, closing the eyes gently to pay attention to the body in mountain pose, paying attention to the divine stillness. Where's the energy in? Are they still active? Where's the energy in the thighs? Are they still active? Where is the energy in the hips? Are they still active? Bring your attention into your ribs. Bring your attention into your chest. Is it open without strain? Bring your attention into your shoulders and your fingertips. Do you feel the energy that comes from the root of the ground all the way up your legs and your spine, down into your shoulders and down into your fingertips? Enough tension in different directions to provide stability and yet no strain for pain. Bringing awareness now into your neck and your jawline. Is there tension there, or is it open to breathe? Bringing attention to your face and your forehead, relaxing the tongue in the throat, breathing into perfect stillness. There is no part of the body that has been left alone by awareness. Tadasana is not just the shape of the body, but the awareness. Remain for several breaths. Asking ourselves the question, can we remain still in the world while we are firm in our bodies, while we are at rest with our spirit? Can I sit in stillness in the world without becoming passive? The breathing. The gift of Tadasana, the external, activating everything. The internal, being active while not being rigid. Embracing from the external within. Breathe in deep together. Exhale, slowly blink the eyes open. Shake your arms out, shake your legs out. Come from being a mountain to a place of fluidity. Grab your block if you'd like. If you don't have a block, you can grab a book. Stand near the front of the mat. Place that block somewhere in proximity where you can get to it. We're going to come to the middle of the mat. We're just going to take an inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, bring the arms up. Put yourself a little back bend in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands to the side. We're going to go to triangle pose. Triangle pose is going to be beautiful. It is our second pose. In order to get to triangle pose, we just want to warm the body up. So let's just step that left leg forward. Bring our hands up into warrior one. Exhale, turn it into warrior two. Inhale back to warrior one on that left side. Exhale, step forward, hands to heart center. Step the left foot back. Inhale up. Warrior one. Exhale to warrior two. Bring that right hand forward. Inhale up. Warrior one. Hands at prayer. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Other side. Step that right foot back. Inhale up into warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. We'll be back in this position in a minute. From warrior two, we want you to straighten that front leg. Check the distance. We're straightening that front leg. That front leg is a straight line now instead of bent. It's a straight line. That back leg is also a straight line. There's an anchor point here and an anchor point here. From here, we're going to keep the hands parallel and reach the front of the body forward. Keep going forward. And once you're forward, we're going to tip down into triangle pose. Hands on the shin, the knee, hands on the floor, or if you can, hands on the block. You can reach and get the block to put your hands in your fingertips. This is going to be triangle pose. We're going to hold this pose to adjust for about 2 minutes on each side. As Lady Kanitha has demonstrated, as we open that chest up toward the ceiling, you can look your hand up toward that ceiling. You can place the hand at the small of your back, or as you see with Dr. Courtney here, she's doing a great job of this tension that you feel, this activation. She's going to press against my hand with her upper hand. She's going to press against my hand. Give me a good high five. Good. You'll feel your chest open up there. That is going to be great. See if you can hold that divine tension without it being strained. Triangle pose. I see Terrell and Tashana. We're seeing that energy going back and forth to the screen that Kai is graciously moving us back and forth between. And as we're checking in there, yes, we see that triangle pose there. If you can and you're able, lift that opposite hand, that right hand up toward the ceiling, and find the position of stillness. You can also do this on the wall. Do not think of collapsing downward into the floor. At first glance, triangle pose may seem to be about the legs, but it is not about the legs. Where is your body gripping the floor? Ask yourself that question. Am I reaching toward the sky? And if I am reaching toward the sky, am I opening my chest? If I am opening my chest, am I relaxing the muscles in my face? As I am breathing down into my belly. I'm engaging my quads so that I'm lifting the knees. And I'm continuing in this space of stillness. This is our body now, communicating externally to us. This is good. We've got just a few more seconds on this side, y'all. Because the pyramid in 1 and 2 dimensions is strong because it has 3 points of contact. So the line from your shoulders down to the floor, all of it spreads our energy evenly in our body. And as the energy goes evenly to our body, ask ourselves the question, how can I bear the load equally? How can I deal in a moment where there may be tension and I find stillness? What am I discovering in this moment about myself? Deep breath in. Exhale to release out of the pose. Back into Warrior 2, where we bend our front leg forward. Inhale up into Warrior 1. Looking good, Tyrell and Tashana. And exhale, hands to heart center. Now for balance, we go to the other side. Inhale, reach back that left leg into Warrior 1. Exhale down, Warrior 2. From Warrior 2, we bring that front knee back. That's where we form the basis. Go ahead and sit in that for a moment. We form the basis of triangle. We want our back foot to be at a 45-degree angle. So bring your toes in to meet my toes. Keep the heel down. Nice. Bring your toes in to meet my toes, Courtney. Keep your heel down. Yep. Keep your heel back. Bring your toes over. There we go. Nice. Lady Kanitha, keep your heel down and bring your toes to meet my toes. Beautiful. 45-degree angle. I'm looking at you, Tyrell and Tashana. I'm seeing those feet go into place. I love it. Looking out over that middle fingertip, which we will be. And now we're going to continue that. We're just going to make sure that we have both quads engaged. Now we are stable. That is the essence of the triangle. Now we're just going to keep that plane even and reach forward, and then tip it down. That hand toward that knee, toward that thigh, toward that block, toward that book, whatever it may be, into the triangle pose. Again, that modification. Taking the back of the hand and placing it at your lower waist so that you can turn and attempt as best you can, no pain, to look toward the sky. When you look toward the sky, your chest is opening. And now you are noticing what most yogis notice. Something's different about this side of my body. And yet you can receive it by opening up. Press against my hand, Lady Kanitha. We'll open that up. Some of you might be against the wall, with your back against the wall, and that's beautiful as well. Looking good. Tyrell has the arm extended to the ceiling. Oh, Tashana does. Tashana has that arm extended toward the ceiling. Bring it forward a little bit more, Tashana, because I don't want it overextended. I want it in alignment with your legs. Perfect right there. And if you turn and look your head a little higher, you've got it. Tyrell, you've got it perfect with the hand at the lower back, continuing to look up, and most importantly, breathing in and breathing out. Once you decide that you're in this position, as you have here, you get to unlock the benefits. Once you decide that you're going to be in this position, this is the external language and lesson that you're going to be in this position anyway. What do you do and what do you learn? While you're here, bring your attention to your back heel. Bring your attention to your inner thigh. Bring your attention to your upper chest. Bring your awareness to where stress is and release it. And recognize that where we focus our attention, our mind begins to awake. One more deep breath. Exhale to come out of the pose, back into Warrior 2. Inhale, take it up to the ceiling, Warrior 1. Exhale, take it to the floor with a low plank position. A brief vinyasa. Inhale, take it to upward facing dog. Exhale, take it to child's pose. We're going to allow our bodies to just rest in child's pose for just a brief few breaths so that we can get to pose number 3. This is pose 2.5. Child's pose remembers and reminds us to think about our bodies, to ask ourselves what our fingertips are experiencing right now, what the palms of our hands are experiencing, what is being felt in our arms, what is happening in our back. Are we elongating our back? Are we allowing the spinal fluid to travel by stretching? Yoga is tension, and there's no greater tension that we see than in child's pose, where our body is being pulled forward even as we sit back. Tension is not a bad thing. Strain and overexertion is. But when you see the Golden Gate Bridge and the gigantic metal cables that attach it to each other, it is that tension from one side of the bridge to the other that keeps the bridge strong. External to internal. Turning your awareness to every part of your body. And asking your body throughout this process, y'all, this is the Iyengar, this is the consciousness, this is the external inside. Asking each part of your body what it is experiencing in this moment. Deep breath in. On an exhale, come to all fours. As you are on the hands and knees, place the hands about shoulder width apart and spread those fingers out widely. Press firmly through those fingers. Tuck those toes, lift those knees off the mat. Press back into downward facing dog. It's our favorite position. If you're needing a modification, we can press back into dolphin. At any point, you can press back into child's pose. If you'll notice, Sister Courtney is doing a great job of showing us dolphin. That is where her elbows and forearms and hands are rested on the mat. You can do the same. Now let's tighten up this dog. Let's get this dog tight. If you're feeling stress in the front of your body, if you're feeling a lot of weight on your body, that means that you might be leaning forward too much. Remember with triangle Triangle, 1, 2, 3. Uni, bi, and tri, 1, 2, 3. 3 points of contact. In this case, point number 1, the hands. Point number 2, the feet. Point number 3, the hips and the tailbone. Lift that tailbone more. Press back that chest toward those thighs. Bend the knees as necessary. The goal is not to always be able to lower the heels to the mat. Sometimes you're up on your toes. And now that you're in downward facing dog, and I see you, all of you, great job, Courtney, great job, Elisa, great job, Kanitha, great job, Tyrell, great job, Tashana. Let's check in with our body, external to internal. If we're feeling energy in our biceps, can we rotate them outward slightly? Can we move our shoulders away from our ears? Great. Can we still lift our kneecaps by engaging our quads? Yes, we can. Can we release the tension in our neck and our face? Yes, we can. Tyrell's feeling it right now. It's loosening him up. Just a few more seconds in downward facing dog. Now we recognize that downward dog is here for us. And at first you experience effort versus tension. We want the effort to be there, not too much tension. Soften the face, soften the tongue, soften the eyes. Stillness is what we're going for. But stillness externally does not require that we get rid of action. How about that for meditation on our internal souls? Stillness does not require that we get rid of action. These are the moments. In moments like this, we're almost done. Is your mind starting to say, what in the fill in the blank did I get myself into? Oh my God, this is hard. I don't know what I'm going to do. That means one thing when your mind is asking you these questions, that you are doing yoga. You're not doing yoga if your mind isn't asking you these questions. And yet you notice it and you still continue to come to that line of action. This is the lesson for life as well. Stillness does not mean inaction. And so, what's next? Inhale. Exhale, lower those knees to the floor. Sit back in child's pose and give yourself just a moment of congratulations. Yes, yes, yes. Tyrell's already feeling it. I know Tyrell wants to go back up into downward facing dog, and so does Tashana. We're going into the stillness, and we love you for it. All right, from that, we're just going to use this as a transition moment. So from all fours, we're going to come to all fours. We're going to press up into downward facing dog. Just briefly, y'all. We've already learned the lesson from downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, sit back in downward facing dog. Inhale, step just the right foot forward. All the way up into warrior one. For our forward pose, we're going to drop it into warrior two on the right side. And we're going to sit in warrior two. Some of you might say we're going to stand in warrior two, which we are going to. Warrior two is not about fighting other people. Warrior two is about mastering self. So let's adjust how we master self. Let us look down at our knee. Is our knee, our front knee, is it directly over our ankle? That front foot should be pointing forward, true north of Tadasana. Back foot, not in alignment with the mat, but toes facing slightly enough forward to give us a 45-degree angle. There you go. There we go. Making sure the arms are even. That front arm is being pulled forward. That back arm is being pulled back. Shoulders like Tadasana, rolling down and back. Shoulder blades coming together, and the skin on the shoulder blades descending toward the floor. You might need to widen that stance. You might need to shorten it. Whatever you are, find it and fix your eyes over your middle fingers that are extending forward. Relaxing those shoulders down, looking good. Modification, of course, at any time. Those hands can go to the hips, whatever it may be. But ask yourself in this position, that as I am in this position, what is being felt throughout my body? Is my back leg activated fully? Is the quad lifting up? Are my feet grinding into the floor and square? Am I breathing down to my navel? Am I feeling the divine effort of being pulled forward and pulled back at the same time? Is my face relaxed? Because the ultimate war is that which is within. When your body begins to speak to you, when your arms start saying, Lord, my friend, I'm burning. When my thighs start saying, I need help. That's your body communicating with you. Can you send the breath in those directions? Because once you accept that the pose is here, that the asana is here, that is where the growth begins. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, turn toward the front, back to warrior one. And we'll take a brief vinyasa here. Exhale to the floor, low plank position. Inhale, upward facing dog, open that chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath in from downward facing dog. On an inhale, step that opposite leg forward, that left leg, and come up into warrior one on that side. Beautiful job. Check in with the feet. Make sure that they're not directly behind each other, but they still remain square. Check that back foot to make sure it's at a 45-degree angle. Toes pointing slightly forward as opposed to your foot being aligned with the back edge of the mat. Big inhale. Exhale, lower those arms into warrior two on the opposite side. And now on your own, with the beautiful sunlight coming through with Tashawn and Tyrell on that left here, on your own, see if you can mimic the other side of the body. See if you can remember the instructions that were given. The arms to be parallel, the chest to be open, the vision to be fixed over the middle finger on the front. The divine effort of the left arm being pulled forward and the right being pulled back, even as the shoulders are relaxed. Even as that knee is directly over the ankle, not extending forward, which will cause you to feel it in your glutes. If you want to test it briefly, lean that knee a little bit forward and you'll feel the whole bottom of your glutes activate and you'll feel extra strain. But when you move it back into alignment over the top of the ankle, now you have core stability. Stability from the ground through the body. Check in through the breath. In a moment of discomfort, your body says, I don't like this. I can't do this. This thing is hurting me. There is one word for all of that: yoga. That's what it's called. When your body is signaling that to you, that's your body saying, thank you, we're doing it. Because you're saying back to your body, you got this. The warrior here is not someone who conquers someone else. The warrior is someone who has the courage to encounter yourself without turning away. Smooth breath, smooth vision. Can strength and tranquility exist in the same moment? Can strength and tranquility exist in the same moment? From here, we're going right into the next pose, y'all. We're doing great. Crossing over the halfway point. Go ahead and lower the arms. Your arms may say, thank you, appreciate you. Bring them to the hips. Tyrell Deshawn got the Holy Ghost arms. Thank you. From this, hands on the hips, turn to the side of the mat. Spread those legs as wide as it's comfortable. Bring those edges of the feet parallel to the edges of the mat. This is going to be a wide-legged forward fold. So we're going to place those hands on the hips and place those thumbs at the lower part of your lumbar spine. Go ahead and give it a little bit of a massage, because when we bend, the first thing that we're going to do is lower. We're not just going to stretch trying to get our heads to the floor. We're going to keep our chest up. Just like Tadasana, we're going to roll those shoulders back and down, release any tension, opening the chest without tightening the chest, looking slightly forward and up. Keeping that gaze fixed forward, we're going to start to bend at the lower back, keeping the chest up as long as we can, keeping the eyes up as long as we can until we find the position of comfort. Those who are doing this in the chair, you're simply extending your legs forward and bending forward. You can find your block or your book or your bolster and begin to lower even more. The goal is not to bring the floor to us. The goal is to release. Some of you might find that you can release all the way to the floor, or have a space where you can relax your head onto a block. And from this positionality, you may extend your hands either to the floor or to your ankles or your thighs, the back of your calves, wherever is comfortable for you to sit into this wide-legged forward fold. We're going to be here for just a few moments. So we want you to find this release. If you need to slightly bend the knees, then slightly bend the knees. If you need to get another book to bring the floor closer to you, bring the floor closer to you. Again, we want to straighten the back as much as possible, because if we have an opportunity to bring our chest to our knees or straighten our back, we want to straighten our back. That way we're not causing an arc of a C, but we're causing as much of a straight line as possible. Find that place, and then peace. Be still. Wide-legged forward fold. Do not chase the floor, but lengthen the spine. Now turn the attention inward. Notice what happens when your head moves below the heart. The world around you begins to disappear. Allow the breath to become subtle. Feel the feet. Feel the legs. Feel the spine. Feel the tension released in the neck. Allow the brain to become passive. Let the eyes become quiet. As the body remains active, as the effort is still expanded and invested, the brain becomes open to possibilities. This is an inversion pose. Blood will come to the brain quicker. We have just a few more breaths. Exhale. See if you can lower yourself a little more. Being receptive. On an inhale, slowly move back up to a standing position. As slowly as you need. With the hands on the hip. Slowly feeling the sensation of the blood rushing back into your body. Body might make a noise. It might let out some air. It might, on either end, that's your body telling you, you're doing yoga. Snap your fingers a few times as you now go to the middle of your mat in a seated position. Looking good down there in Georgia. Lindsley's looking good everywhere, y'all. Come to a seated position. We're going to go to this next pose together. From a seated position on the middle of your mat, Iyengar, as a teacher, popularized in modern culture the use of props. So in this case, a block. In this case, a strap. You might want to get your strap near you. A bolster or a blanket. Something that gives you comfort and support. Sometimes we all need somebody to lean on. We all need something to lean on. Because we need something to lean on, we're going to put what we lean on under us. Sometimes sitting on a block or a bolster or a blanket can elevate the floor for us. Whatever is comfortable for you, find that comfortable position. Kamari is monitoring us and giving us some good camera variety, right, Smoochie? Right, Smoochie? We're giving us some good camera variety. All right, we're extending both legs forward, lifting those toes up toward the ceiling. And remember the concept of grounding. I want you to imagine that in front of you is the floor. There's a wall and your feet are up against the wall or the floor. So when you look at it, there is something here that you are still grounding into. So your feet are just not willy-dilly around. There's a grounding there. Love it. Lady Kamita put the block down here, and that showed you what she's looking at. If I were to move that block and make it into a wall or the floor, bam, that's what it would be like. So that's the energy of alignment that we want to continue to move with. We're going to extend in front of us that right leg. We're going to take that left leg. We're going to bend the knee. We're going to tuck that left foot inside of that right thigh. If you got your strap, you want to get it, because what we're going to do is we're going to reach forward toward that right foot. And we're not going to arch forward. First thing that doesn't go is the chest. That's right. Tashana and Tyrell, I see you. First thing that goes is not the chest. It is the lower back. So we're bending forward from the spine. So what we're going to do is going to reach toward the ceiling like we're in extended mountain pose. We're going to look at that right foot at those toes. We're going to inhale, and then we exhale. We're just going to lower toward them. Lower toward them. And fold. to the right side. Those who have these skills who are watching at home, and you can go all the way to chest to the knee, then by all means, you can do the head to knee and support it. If not, then simply release the neck so that the head bows forward, whatever position you are in, to find the stillness. You're feeling that stress relief on the back of that hamstring. Think first of length, not of depth. In our standing poses, we work towards strength. It took strength to be in Warrior 2. It took strength to be in Triangle. It took strength to be in Wide-Legged Forward Fold. Now, as we are seeing, whether it's in the room here or on the screen with the Lensleys, now we are moved from strength to surrender. These next two poses are all about surrender. Lengthening the spine, opening the chest, allowing the hips to be open. The legs remain intelligent. No rest here. We're not just saying, oh, take off, everything is loose. No, we're still allowing. We are not conquering our body. We are teaching relationship. We are listening. We are observing. We are cooperating. The body is teaching us, and we are here to learn. Exhale to come out of the pose. Come back to seated in an upright position. And now let's switch legs. Extend that other leg, that left leg. Bring that right foot, that heel into that inner thigh. And now it's 1 and 2, and you know what to do. Reach toward the ceiling to extend that spine. And now allow yourself to surrender in the forward fold toward that opposite leg. Slowly and beautifully. Yeah, love it, Lensleys. I see y'all descending. Fighting the urge to bring the shoulders to the ears. Fighting the urge. That's it. Good release, Tyrell. Good release. Fighting the urge to allow tension to happen in our traps. No need for tension when there is surrender. Having the added benefit of our hips now being balanced and opened and released. No tension in our face. But the spirit of allowance. A beautiful moment, a beautiful practice, a beautiful energy. What are we willing to allow this week into our presence? That even if we find ourselves in a position we would not naturally be in, what can we allow ourselves to learn? From the external to the internal. Deep breath in. Exhale, release just a little bit deeper into the pose if you can. Inhale to come out of the pose, come back to seating. And now grabbing your block or your bolster or your pillow, something that can support you, or your rolled up blanket, we're going to a supported pose that is going to be our next to last pose. Y'all are doing so great. I feel the energy. Everybody is now internally talking to themselves because your body has told you certain things about itself, and now you're learning about the external part. And now the internal part is being triggered, it's being commanded, it's being embraced, and I am here for it. Come to the middle of the mat, lie back, get your blanket rolled up, your pillow, your bolster, whatever you might have. And we're going to do supported bridge together. So lying with your feet all the way forward, we're going to bring our heels toward our buttocks. We're going to grab that block or that pillow to bring it close because I want it to be supportive. We're not doing the extra work today physically. This is a support position of bridge. Press through the feet and lift the pelvis. Lift the hips toward the ceiling. What we want to do is we want to grab that block and place it in our sacrum. And place just below the tailbone, wherever you got there. Place it in a place that is comfortable for you to lean on. That's great. And I think the Lindsays have blocks or pillows or something. Yes, they have it right there. What y'all want to do is adjust it so that you have an opportunity to rest now upon that. You can rest on the flat side. If you feel that you're not feeling it enough, you can turn the block to the high side. Whatever side you need to rest on, I want you to find that position and get into it. I'll go to the side so you can see that too if you're looking at the screen. Once you find the position of rest, again, Iyengar teaches the external to the internal. Are your feet still driving into the floor? As your shoulders roll back, have you made a point of contact between your shoulders and the floor? Between the back of your shoulders, middle of your shoulders onto the floor, the back of your biceps, your elbows, your forearms, the palms of your hand to the floor, the tips of your fingertips. The opening of the chest. Because now with support, you're not working to elevate. You're not working to invert. Now you have the supported bridge. Paying attention now to the breath. Asking every part of your body how it's doing. Turn your awareness to the feet. For a breath. Turn your awareness to your shins and your calves. For a breath. Turn your awareness to your thighs, your hips. For a breath. And now on your own, to each part of your body. Gifting yourself with an experience between you and you. The divine tension, the divine effort of the bridge keeps the bridge connected. And when we do supported bridge, we recognize the value of the support of community. Community that holds us up and holds us together. the external lesson of support. The internal lesson, allow yourself to be supported. For support is a gift of the divine. Breathe through. Pay attention to your body as it talks to you. Can you simply be? Notice the breath. You don't have to manipulate it. It comes, it goes. Breath is happening without you needing to command it. And discover the difference between the person that is experiencing the posture and the awareness of observing the posture. Can you now begin to see the asana, the iconic bridge? Can you feel it in your body? And then observe how you embrace the feeling. One is experience, one is awareness. Awareness of rest. Taking an inhale, lifting the pelvis higher, removing the block. And as you're removing the block, laying that tailbone down on the ground, extending those legs forward, activating the body one more time as if we are in mountain pose. So lifting those toes toward the ceiling. Feeling those shoulder blades now roll back down and contact the mat. Feeling the tension release in the neck. Tracing the feeling of the mat alongside your arms, turning the palms upward toward the sky, activating the fingers. Entering Shavasana with consciousness, entering Shavasana with purpose. Inhale and exhale. If you want to get your blanket, get your blanket. If your back is having problems, if you're having a little pain, go ahead and feel free to put a block or a blanket rolled up or a pillow up under your knees. That will help relieve some of that tension. And now that you found the positionality of Shavasana, of corpse pose, now that you found it, I want you to lie back. And I want you, one part of the body, this is it, external to internal purely, one part of the body at a time, relax the feet, the tension in the toes, going away. Allowing the ankles to relax, lowering the toes to the outer edge of the body, feeling the tension that exists in your calves and shins. Feeling the tension, allowing it. And now relaxing, feeling the tension and stability in your thighs and hamstrings, activating those kneecaps, and now relaxing. Feeling what was tension in the hips, now relaxing with the glutes relaxing into the floor as if they are honey being poured out. Breathing in with the navel elevating. And then releasing the abs and the stress that is there, releasing the feelings in the hands and the fingers and the elbows, the biceps. Feeling the chest as it lifts gently on an inhale, on an exhale, it is being poured out like a libation. Taking with it the tension in the shoulders and the neck and the face. Leaving nothing now but the breath. And now in Shavasana, in this moment of divine peace and restoration, we experience softness. Observe the breath. Do not deepen it. Do not control it. Just observe it. Now releasing even, you're paying attention to the breath. When the body becomes quiet, what do you have left? You're more than the sensation. You can observe the breath. You can observe the thoughts that are passing through your mind. Therefore, you are more than just the thoughts. No need to answer intellectually these questions. But simply allowing yourself to live in the observational awareness. On your own, feel your body. Congratulate your body. Love your body and experience today. As this moment of rest and awareness comes together, begin to notice again the feeling of the body as you begin to wiggle those toes, wiggle those fingertips. This delightful asana has given us an opportunity to truly connect. Go ahead and move those legs and those arms a little bit so that you can begin to come back into this state of existence. Roll over to your right side as you are able. Tuck those knees to your chest and just hold yourself in the fetal position just for a moment and enjoy that goodness. These iconic asana that we have gone through today have awakened us in a new way, understanding that the purpose of asana, the physical pose, is not merely to perfect this posture. It's a laboratory through which we study who we truly are. And we have worked the laboratory today, y'all. We have worked the laboratory. Push yourself up to a seated position. And in this seated position, bring our hands to heart center, recognizing and remembering that intention that we set. Not just that intention that we set, but the good energy that we have learned today. As we recognize and remember, this divine energy flows through us now. And as Kai allows me to say directly to you, the divine in me recognizes, respects, loves, admires the divine in you. We say together, Namaste. 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 So this energy, y'all, as we bring this music down, I want to deliver this home to you that this energy today has all been about us understanding that yoga is a laboratory. This asana practice, this physical pose practice, it is a laboratory through which we explore who we truly are. So what did you learn about yourself today? You can put something in the chat on the way out. You can share something via email if you want. You can put it in your journal. This is going to be a great topic of conversation in Love and Light this week. I want to give you a preview, y'all. We've had a great one. As we leave service today, as we get ready to end service today, this concludes the practice. This concludes Sunday service. Y'all, we've appreciated you being with us. Thanks to the Infinite Life Streamer team. Shout out to Tyrell and Tashana, who are with us down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, practicing with us today. Of course, a shout out to Sister Akua Taylor, who provided us with our music today, so that Rev Jeff didn't have to sing everything. Hallelujah! Love to sing it, though. Everything is indeed good. But to everyone else who has joined us, this is your opportunity to say hello to somebody in the chat. Let us know what you got out of the practice. Let us know what you felt and learned about yourself. When we use the external, the asana, we use it as this lab that allows us to then turn internally. Pay attention to our bodies. What do we do when we're in a pose and we still get to move through the world? This stays with us this entire week. You can do these 8 poses every day. You can do a variation of them. But whenever you get into the asana, the pose itself, recognize that the physical pose is just an external window into the divine. The fact that you're able to observe yourself should bring you to the question, what is that energy? When I got beyond the discomfort of the pose, what did I really learn? Journal on that this week. Next week, y'all, we got a 5th Sunday, so it's a fireside chat. I will be right here in the fireside chat with Sister Janet Caldwell. The topic will be out on a limb. Put that down, out on a limb. We have had an iconic month of iconic symbols that we have used for spirituality, and we will close it out with the 8 limbs of yoga. So we're going to go through the yamas, the niyamas, the asana. We're going to go through dhyana. We're going to go through all of the limbs so that you understand that yoga isn't just about getting on the mat. Vital point, vital part. But there are other spiritual elements that we're going to unpack, and I can't wait to do it with you. It's going to be live and interactive. So join us next week for 5th Sunday On behalf of everybody else here, we send you out with the music to our song, Infinity. But we also send you out with love and remind you, say hello to somebody in the chat, speak something good to somebody in the chat, and recognize that the ancestors are with you, the Spirit of God is with you and within you. And we speak in this moment that the power of the God of your acceptance and understanding, the cosmos, the ancestral forces, the powers of nature, that all of them rest, rule, rock, and abide with you henceforth, now and forevermore as you go forth. We say together, Amen, Amen, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. It is done. I'll see you next week. Same time, same place. We love you guys. That's a fact you cannot change. Give somebody good in the chat. We'll see you later. Peace and blessings.